Mob Psycho 102, Episode 2, Urban Legends, Encountering Rumors. Sorry. About to dig into my chicken nuggets. Mob Psycho 102, Episode 2 is out. I guess we should watch and review that thing. Oh man, it's complicated. You know, I get home from work, and that's I want to eat. That's the first thing I want to do. Then I want to shower, and then obviously I want to watch Mob Psycho. But those things all just kind of get in the way of each other. So it's just, I don't know, I have to combine some things, I guess. I'm not going to be eating while recording, don't worry, but you will slowly see this mountain of chicken nuggets just decline as we get further into the episode. Been looking forward to this all week, I really have, and I have to thank you guys for watching my last week's episode review. You know, I mean, seeing all that viewership and all those comments and all those likes and everything, it means a lot to me to begin with, but the fact that all that belongs to a super late reaction and review, that's cool. That's cool. That means I can actually do this thing. It means I can actually talk about this show. Unfortunately, again, as I mentioned, work on these days, and it's stressful. It is, but knowing that you guys are there makes it a lot less stressful. Let's just say that. Anyway, let's jump into this week's episode of Mob Psycho. Again, been looking forward to this all week. Man, last week's episode was just insanely good, and man, Mob Psycho is back. And yeah, let's jump into this. It's too good. It's too good. We're in for semantics. We're in for semantics. Shinra Benshomaru. My god, this OST. She's a scary lady, guys. Yo, let's go, Reigen. Weekend combo back. He's feeling the eerie vibes. Who is that? Who's the Red Hood guy? What in the world? You're busted, man. Yo, this is awesome. His health is draining. Yo! Yo, Dimple's gonna have to step in. This guy's a monster. He needs to go down. Oh man, this is like Junji Ito. Yo! Yo! His beads! She got away. Man, this animation! Is he alive? Ekibou, let's go! Nice. Oh man. Oh my god! Yo! Incredible. This is so cool, man. She's nasty, guys. She's created by them. Yo. She's a blob now. Yeah, Mom's not scared, though. They became buddies. That's hype. What's going on? Yo, that is actually really frightening. That's really good. So is it just me, or is Mob Psycho 100 like one of the best anime ever? This episode was just so much fun. I really, really enjoyed it. And I'll be honest with you guys, when I'm recording reactions to things, I tend to have to force myself to smile. Like, I don't smile all the time. That's not what I do when I watch anime. But with this episode, I found it hard not to smile. Like, in almost every single cut when I was editing my reaction, I'm like, I'm smiling here almost 90% of the episode because it just brought me so much joy. There's so much fun here. There's so much life here. Everything is just working so well, and it's all because of great direction. I cannot stress this enough. You can turn a crappy show good with some great direction, but when you already have a great show and you just tackle on great direction onto it already, it's just, God, it just creates one of the best. One of the best. The comedy in this episode, again, full disclosure here, I don't laugh a lot in anime. Anime is not something that I find very funny most of the time. Like, a lot of this stuff kind of goes over my head, it's kind of lost in translation, or it's just not funny to me at all. But this, I found myself laughing almost 70% of the episode. Just so great, so funny. The stuff at the park with the whistle and everything, that could have been done so just gross. That could have been such a gross scene. It could have been just been like, it's kind of weird, but it worked. It flowed well, and it was funny, and we kind of rooted for the character there, rooted for this weird psychic that we don't even know. And then the stuff at the diner as well with the french fries, I thought that was a super funny gag. It's just so much. There's so much to like here. There's so much, in terms of just characters, like this big psychic dude, I can't even remember his name. I mean, he was just introduced in this episode, but I found myself rooting for him so much when he was fighting against the Draugr, like posing this threat, this nasty woman, this gross like swamp monster, and then having him have to face it just immediately makes me like that character. Even if he's like kind of lame, let's be honest, he was kind of lame during his first introduction, but just right then and there, I was like, please don't die, dude. Like, I want you to live through this. You can do this. And then when ekibou came in, you just rooted for it even more, and that's powerful. That is powerful direction. I'm going to keep saying direction. Direction is going to be a word that's going to be coming off my mouth a lot in all of these reviews, because that's what makes this show so good. That's what makes these episodes so full of life. The way everything is just seamlessly integrated, the way the comedy works, the way the action works. The action in this episode was jaw-dropping. Just jaw-dropping. And obviously that's not just direction. That obviously is the animation as well. Good God, Bones, how do you do it? How do you do that? How do you make stuff just look like heaven? Just so good. The stuff at the swamp with ekibou when he was dodging all these different like weird fingernail knife blows, and like the way the viewpoint would just move around. You saw my reaction. Just, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Bones tends to do this a lot. They did it in last week's episode, and they're doing it again here. But there's just so much. The action scene goes on for like 5 minutes straight, and it's just all so beautiful to look at. I feel like I have to watch the episode again just to see more nuances and just well-drawn things moving at fast pace. It's just, man, it's a beautiful thing. Bones is, I don't know, again, I just don't know how they do that. I don't know how they can make a scene work so well. And again, that scene itself didn't have to be, like, who is this swamp lady? Who the Draugr? Like, that's a useless character that we're never going to see again. But she's so frightening and so threatening to us. Like, just immediately, as soon as you see her, I don't want to be around this lady. And that's another, going into great direction, that whole thing. But also, just how this show is structured. Like, let's be real, Mob Psycho is, like, 70% episodic. Almost everything happening in the show is episodic. The first season, the real like meat of the story didn't exactly start until like episode 5 or 6, if I recall correctly. I mean, obviously there were things sprinkled in throughout the series, and I think that's happening here as well. But this is an episodic episode. This is a one type of story, but it just makes it feel, the directors make it feel so important. Make it feel so real. Like, this isn't just some side story that you could throw away and forget about later. No, like, I'm gonna remember this throughout the entire year because of how well done it was. And I love it when good things are coming together. I love it when just stuff is just working. And like Mob, of course it's perfect. It's supposed to be perfect. It's Bones. It's one. They're working together. Like, it just feels great all the time. man, it just feels so good. It feels so good. Like, I can't help but smile just talking about it. Every single week we're going to be getting this for the next, like, 12 weeks. Yeah, I'm digging it. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say. I really enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed the character moments. The Dash Granny or whatever was going on there. Like, no, she's not an Esper. She's just some random lady that just happens to be running through a tunnel. And even the Draugr itself, again, was just, and the Red Hood stuff, the Street Fighter scene. Just so good. The way they, like, even made the characters talk like their audio was, like, coming through an arcade machine. Detail, just that scene just brighten my life. It really did. It just brought life into this day, and I can't praise it enough. I really can't. This was a 10 out of 10 episode, as well as last week and probably next week. So again, comment below, let me know what you think of this week's episode of Mob Psycho 100. Just give it to me straight. You know, I want to hear what you... Am I just, like, over-dramatizing things? Am I making it seem like it's much better than it really is? Because I watched the episode basically twice because I cut the reaction, and I couldn't help but smile while editing as well. Just, it's ridiculous. It's truly ridiculous. Again, let's talk about it down in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. As always, you know, it feels good that I'm able to do this. It feels good that I'm able to talk about the series, and people are actually interested in that and caring about that. So thumbs up to you guys, but you can hit the like button again if you enjoyed the episode, and subscribe for more content like this. Mob Psycho 100 is going to be a series that I'm going to be covering weekly, as well as The Promised Neverland. That's a series that I'm very much looking forward to that next week's episode. I don't know what happens next, so look forward to that review as well. Some gaming stuff as well, that's kind of coming. I'm trying to combine gaming and anime in a way that just that kind of feels like this episode. Fumenshou needs to have as good of direction as Mob Psycho. Is that possible? Probably not. Anyway, my chicken nuggets are gone. They have vanished, so it's about time for me to end this video. Thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.